Hi everyone, and welcome back to First the Coffee Crochet. In this stitch tutorial, we're going to go over how to do the front post half double crochet. So if you're here for the TLDR and just want to see how to do the stitch real quick, all you do is find the post of the stitch below. You're going to start off with a half double crochet like you normally do. You yarn over, you insert your hook from the front, go around the back of that post of the stitch below, and come back out to the front again, yarn over and pull up a loop. That'll give you 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So if you're doing a whole piece in this stitch, it's a very thick stitch, as you can see here, and it's very springy. But it does kind of give a nice knit type look, so it can come in handy for some things such as borders and whatnot. So to do this stitch, you'll need a row of base stitches. So here we have some half double crochet stitches that we're going to start out with. You can't do a front post half double crochet on a chain because you need a post to work around. And when we're saying a post to work around, that's these posts of the stitches here. So this. Anytime you hear front post, that means you're going in from the front, around the back of the post, and back out the front. And that's how we're going to be working our stitches, instead of going through the top of the stitch like we normally do. So when you're doing a new row of front post half double crochets, you're going to chain 1. Turn. Now for starting out the row, what I like to do, there are different variations, but I don't like to start out with a half double crochet. You don't do a front post on your first stitch. You're going to be going into the stitch like we normally do. And what I like to do is do a single crochet stitch. So I just insert my hook into the stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop, and yarn over and bring through both loops on the hook. On the second stitch of the row, that's where I'll go in to do the front post half double crochet. So for our second stitch of the row, we're going to find our second stitch of the row down below. And we're going to find the post of that. So that's that right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start out a half double crochet like we normally do. So we're going to yarn over. Then we're going to take our hook. We're going to go in from the front, around the back of that post, and come back out from behind it. So we're bringing the post towards us, to the front. Now we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull up a loop. So now we'll have 3 loops on our hook, just like we would with a normal half double crochet. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's all we're going to do all the way down this row, is instead of going into the top of the stitch like we normally do, we're going to go around our post of the stitches below. So we'll just go in from the front, around the back of it, and back through. And then just complete a half double crochet. So you just do this all the way down the row. And we'll continue to do this until we get to the last stitch of the row. Once you're at the end of the row, now we have the last stitch of the row, we're going to work that like a normal stitch. So we're going to go in through the top of the stitch here. And just like at the beginning of the row, I like to do a single crochet here. Now the reason I do this a little different from other people is because when you're doing a post stitch, you're bringing your stitch further down than you normally would. So if you do half double crochets at the start and the end of the rows, and you're doing more than one row of this, you're going to start to get this fan out appearance. So doing the single crochet brings the stitch of the first and last stitches down to the level of the rest of your front post stitches. So if you're wanting to start a new row and do a second row of the front post half double crochets, you're just going to chain 1, turn, in that first stitch do a single crochet. Now this is where it can get a little more tricky because you got to find the post of the front post half double crochet that you did below. So that's here. And here's another one. You just kind of got to pull it down to find those posts. So we'll just do a half double crochet like we normally do. We'll go in from the front around that post and come back out the other side. So we're bringing that post towards us. Just complete the half double crochet. You just continue this on down. And just like before, in the last stitch of the row, you'll do a single crochet through the top of the stitch like you normally would instead of doing a post. And that is how you do the front post half double crochet.